Welcome to SMR Bitesize. Your Monday news is coming right up, but before that, if you like what we're doing, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Watch out, guys, because the Orcs are revolting. I speak, of course, of the strange inhabitants of a mythical land north of Scotland called Orkney. A bunch of beautiful islands. Actually, is it considered part of Scotland, or is it just at the moment a part of the UK? Someone let me know in the comments. Take a look. Nice, isn't it? Now, you'd be forgiven for thinking that, well, certainly parts of it do look a bit, well, Teletubby, but I'm assured it's a mythical land full of magical wonders where elves leave little trinkets for the locals on rocks overnight. And those same plucky locals have found innovative ways to exist outside the norms of society. For a small fee, this lady here will teach you how to capture one of the world's few remaining woolly mammoths. And as you can see, she can certainly handle herself when it comes to teaching it a thing or two. No, but seriously, and all that was serious, I can assure you, but it does look like the inhabitants of Orkney want out. Yes, it would seem due to the combined shit shows of both our Tory government and Brexit, the Orcadians want to become a self-governing territory of Norway. No joke. So a motion is going to go before the council this week to investigate what they call alternative forms of governance. And council leader James Stockton claims Orkney doesn't get fair funding due to its current relationship with the UK. And he wants to look at crown dependencies like the Channel Islands and overseas territories like the Falkland Islands as a model. And he went on to say, we're really struggling at the moment. We have to replace an entire ferry fleet, which is older than the Calmac fleet. Well, don't get Chris Grayling in, for heaven's sake. Although that said, has pizza made it to the Orkneys yet? I jest. But it appears James doesn't, he went on. We're denied the things that other areas get, like road equivalent tariff for ferry fares. And the funding we get from the Scottish government is significantly less per head than Shetland and the Western Isles to run the same services. We can't go on as we are. I don't know, it does seem a bit drastic, doesn't it, becoming Norway because of, well, the cost of getting a ferry, but what do I know? And finally, he said that we know we've contributed for the last 40 years through North Sea oil, but the dividend we get back isn't sufficient to keep us going. And he cited this week's news as a unique opportunity. He's urging councillors to back his idea to find new ways for Orkney to get greater financial security and economic opportunities. And yes, this is not a joke. He also suggests that the council should investigate how Orkney could secure a Nordic connection with Denmark, Norway or Iceland. It's worth remembering that Orkney was previously held under Norwegian and Danish control until it became part of Scotland. That answers my question from earlier, in 1472. Stockton says, well, we were part of the Norse kingdom for much longer than we were part of the United Kingdom. Blimey, he's using the past tense already. Seriously. This guy wants out, I'm telling you. Now, this is going to be discussed by the Islands Council on Tuesday this week. That's tomorrow. And finally, did you know this? The islands were used as security for the wedding dowry of Margaret of Denmark, the future wife of King James III of Scotland. And apparently, according to Mr. Stockton, people stop him on the street and say to him, when are we going to pay back the dowry? When are we going back to Norway? This is exactly the moment to explore what's possible, he said. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak responded immediately, saying a strongly worded letter will be in the post. While the Home Secretary, Suella Braverman, certainly wasn't messing about, claiming that if they tried anything like that, she'd fill the island with hundreds of thousands of filthy migrants, put cyanide in their water system, before finally admitting that if that failed to shut them up, she'd attach laser beams to sharks, and I quote, nuke dem orcs good. No, she did, really. She tweeted it this morning. With this year's National Rejoin March set for September the 23rd in London, why not kit yourself out ahead of the big day? You'll find everything you need and more courtesy of our friends at Stay European. All orders over £15 are delivered free, and here's the best bit. As an SMR Bitesize viewer, you'll get 10% off everything you order. Just enter the code at the checkout. And yep, there's a shop link in the description. If you enjoyed this video, visit 16millionrising.co.uk, where you can listen to this week's full radio show for free, support us with a donation, buy us a coffee, or subscribe as an early riser. Back tomorrow.